Wow. It was always brought up because Jeffrey Dean Morgan, just when they saw him for the brief moments he was in the movie, the Batman versus Superman, as Thomas Wayne, father of Bruce Wayne Enterprises. Father of Bruce Wayne and Martha Wayne's husband, and Wayne Enterprises is all built by him. Thomas Wayne. And in one episode, and when they showed Thomas Dean Morgan, who's now become the iconic character Negan, he wanted to play and would love to return to play the Flashpoint Batman. Because a lot of you probably don't understand, most of you movie watchers or who are young or didn't read the comic books, that in the movie, in the comics, they had a Flashpoint where the Flash and Batman, which you guys don't really know, have a lot more in common and interact a lot more than Superman and Batman did. A lot of people didn't understand that, but that's why you saw it in Batman versus Superman. When the Flash shows up, he comes to Batman. He don't go to Superman. He goes to Batman. So they're both human, but hey, that's another story. But Batman, the Flash gets caught in a Flashpoint situation where the timeline jumps and he's in an alternate reality. And when he arrives in this alternate reality, he runs into a whole different Flashpoint paradox where Joe Chill, the guy who killed Thomas Wayne, is now switched. He kills Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne is dead. Thomas Wayne is Batman. Martha Wayne, she's so traumatized by what happened to her son, she cuts her face on both ends to make a grin, and she soon descends into insanity, which she ends up becoming that timeline version of the Joker. And in her killing spree, she kidnaps 2 children of Judge Dent. So when he tracks down, Batman, who's Thomas Wayne, he tracks down one of the partners. He interrogates to find out his wife's location. She refuses to cooperate. He throws her off a building. However, at that point, Cyborg came and caught her. And Batman, Thomas Wayne, said she slipped. And from there, a battle ensues and a whole lot of crime waves go on. And the Flash shows up and keeps calling him Bruce. And Batman is fighting him. And he's Bruce. And that's what makes him stop, because he doesn't realize that it's Thomas Wayne, not Bruce. So after this was done, Chief is still Jim Gordon. And he's the head of Gotham Security now. And there's Wayne, instead of Wayne Enterprises, it's Wayne Casinos. He's running casinos. It is a whole different, look at everything, and, the whole reenactment of this would probably be different from the comic books, but have a lot of things that relate to the story. So, the Flash is trying to get Batman to help rewrite the stories of things that went wrong. And, the Penguin is responsible for a lot of it. Shazam was involved in this. So this turns out to be another Justice League story, because almost everybody's in this thing. So Zoom, who's known as Professor Zoom, he gets stabbed by Batman, and Zoom gloats that Barry created the timeline, not him. And he said the Flash did this when he tried to go back and save his mother. As we've seen from the television show, how all of this came to be. So now that's what ended up creating Flashpoint. But it would have been great to see Flashpoint Batman in there. And now they got the Justice League going. And if the Justice League does what it's supposed to do in the box office, bringing Jeffrey Dean Morgan back to play Thomas Wayne in a Flashpoint Batman is going to work. It is going to be one of the best Batmans ever. They will rave about the performance because Timeline Batman is dark. He's lost his son. This is different from a little boy who lost his parents. This is a grown man who had lost his son. It's a little bit more impactful. And yeah. So now he's got to learn and go through this process while he can, you know, and go through this procedure. Oh, ain't this something? Let me see what this is about. Getting a little message here. Okay, well, I guess that covers it all. Wally West is involved in it, you know, so yeah, see, the thing is, once Barry restores the timeline back to its proper settings and everything else, he went to Bruce Wayne and gave him a letter from his father and told him he could not have done it without his father's help. Bruce is deeply touched that his father has sacrificed his existence for him so that he could live in his timeline. So his father gave his life for Bruce Wayne, and it puts Bruce at ease because he's like that he actually went back into that actual Flashpoint. It puts, once everything was back restored, it actually cured Bruce because he actually got a conversation with his father just by that letter, and know that his father sacrificed himself for him the same way he basically did in the alley. But now to see it manifest, because he was a little kid when it happened, he couldn't really process it. Now as a grown man, he could process it, and it'll help him with the pain that he feels of his father and mother gone. So many questions to ask. This is a letter that kind of alleviates some of the pain that he felt. So he was gratefully touched by that moment. And this would be the most epic Justice League movie ever if it's pulled off. It's your guy Carcino for Screen Fiend. I am out.